Welcome to my channel. Do you ever feel like learning English is too hard, too slow, or maybe even impossible? Stay with me because today I will share the best English learning tips that can change the way you learn forever. These are simple, powerful, and easy to follow. By the end, you will see English in a new way. So, let's begin. Chapter 1. The Power of Daily Practice. When we talk about learning English, many students think they must study for many hours to see progress. But that is not true. What really works is daily practice, even if it is very small. Imagine this. One student studies for 5 hours only on Sunday. Another student studies for 10 minutes every day. After 1 month, the second student will improve more. Why? Because the brain remembers better when it learns a little every day. This is called consistency. It is like watering a plant. If you give the plant too much water only once, it cannot grow. But if you give it a little water every day, it becomes strong and healthy. Learning English works the same way. I remember one of my students. He always told me, "Teacher, I am too busy. I don't have time for English." I told him just 10 minutes every night before sleep. At first, he did not believe me, but he tried. He read one small English article every night. He listened to one short English story every night. After 3 months, he came to me with a big smile. He said, "Teacher, I can read faster now. I understand more words." He did not study for hours, but he practiced every day. That was the secret. Daily practice also keeps your mind in contact with English. If you skip many days, your brain forgets. But if you touch English every day, even for a short time, your brain stays active. You will notice that your listening becomes easier, your speaking becomes faster, and your confidence grows. Think about how you learned your first language. You did not study grammar rules for hours. You heard it every day. You repeated it every day. That is how you became fluent. The same idea works for English. So, my first and most powerful tip for you is this. Make English part of your daily life. Do not wait for the weekend. Do not wait for free time. Just use the small moments you already have. 10 minutes while drinking tea. 5 minutes before bed. Even 2 minutes while waiting for a bus. Small steps every day create big results. This is the real secret to learning English. Chapter 2. Listening first, speaking next. When people start learning English, they often say, "I want to speak fast. I want to sound like a native speaker." That is a good dream. But the truth is, before you can speak well, you must listen a lot. Listening is the first door to speaking. Think about babies. Before they say their first word, they listen for many months. They hear their parents every day. They hear stories, songs, and conversations. Slowly, their brain learns the sounds, the rhythm, and the patterns of the language. Then, when they are ready, they start to speak. The same rule is true for English learners. Listening comes first, speaking comes next. One of my students always tried to speak quickly, but his words were broken and hard to understand. He was frustrated. I told him, "Stop for a moment. Listen more." I asked him to listen to English songs, simple podcasts, and short stories every day. At first, he felt impatient, but after 2 months, something amazing happened. His pronunciation became clearer. His sentences became smoother. Why? Because his ears learned first, and then his mouth followed. Listening trained his brain, and speaking became easier. Listening also helps you learn vocabulary naturally. If you only memorize words from a list, you may forget them. But if you hear words in real conversations, they stay in your memory. For example, you might memorize the word hungry. But when you hear someone say, "I'm so hungry, I could eat a whole pizza," That sentence will stay in your mind. Later, when you are hungry, your brain will remember it, and you will say it naturally. This is why listening is not just practice, it is training for your brain. Another important point is accent and pronunciation. Many learners worry about their accent, but here is the secret. If you listen every day, your accent will improve naturally. Your mouth copies what your ears hear. That is why you must choose good listening materials. Watch English movies with subtitles. Listen to audiobooks. Repeat short dialogues from your favorite shows. Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Your brain is still learning the sounds. So, the second tip is this. Give more time to listening. Make your ears strong. If you listen every day, speaking will come faster than you expect. Remember, good listeners become good speakers. Chapter 3. Reading builds your language foundation. Reading is like food for your brain. When you read in English, you give your mind new words, new ideas, and new ways to build sentences. Many people think reading is only for improving vocabulary, but it does much more. Reading shows you how words live together. It shows you grammar in action without memorizing boring rules. When you read, you see how real people use English, and this makes your own English stronger every single day. I remember a learner who told me, "I don't like grammar. It's too hard." I gave him a simple English storybook instead. I said, "Don't study the rules. Just read slowly." At first, he only understood half of the story, but he kept going, page by page. After finishing 3 books, he told me, "Teacher, I now understand grammar better." He never opened a grammar book. He learned by seeing the same patterns again and again. That is the power of reading. It teaches without pressure. Reading also improves your imagination and confidence. When you read a story, you enter a new world. You meet new characters. You hear how they speak, how they think, how they solve problems. This helps you practice English in your mind even before you speak. For example, if you read a story about a traveler asking for food, the next time you are in a restaurant, your brain already knows what to say. Reading prepares you for real-life situations. The best part is, you don't need to start with difficult books. Begin with children's stories or graded readers. These are written in simple English. As you improve, move to short novels, articles, or even newspapers. Don't rush. Even 1 page a day makes a difference. The secret is consistency. Slowly, you will see your vocabulary growing, your sentences becoming longer, and your thoughts flowing better in English. So the third tip is clear. Make reading your daily habit. Read something every day, even for 10 minutes. Books, blogs, articles, or even simple English comics, everything helps. Remember, every page you read builds a stronger foundation for your English. Chapter 4. Writing sharpens your thinking. Writing in English is not just about putting words on paper, it is about organizing your thoughts. Many learners think writing is difficult, but actually, it is one of the best ways to train your brain to think in English. When you write, you slow down your thoughts. You choose words carefully. You build sentences step by step. This makes your English clearer, stronger, and more natural. I once had a student who said, "I can understand English, but I cannot speak." I told him to keep a simple diary in English, just 3 sentences every night. What he did, what he learned, what he felt. At first, he made many mistakes. Sometimes, he could not find the right words, but slowly, he started thinking faster. After 1 month, he said, "Now when I speak, the words come to me more easily." This happened because writing trained his brain to connect ideas in English. Writing also helps you remember new vocabulary. When you only read a new word, you may forget it. But when you write it down in your own sentence, it becomes part of your memory. For example, if you learn the word improve, you can write, I want to improve my English. That sentence is yours, and you will remember it. This is why writing is like exercise. For your mind, it makes every new word stronger inside you. The best way to practice writing is to start simple. Write one sentence today. Tomorrow, write 2 sentences. Next week, try a short paragraph. You don't need to be perfect. Don't worry about grammar mistakes at first. The goal is to express your thoughts. Over time, you can check your writing, correct mistakes, and see your progress. You will be surprised how much faster and clearer your English becomes. So the 4th tip is this. Write something in English every day, even if it is short. A diary, a message, a caption on social media, or even a note to yourself, it all counts. Writing is your personal tool to sharpen your mind and grow your English. Chapter 5. Listening and speaking in real life. Listening and speaking are the skills most learners want to improve, but they are also the hardest if you only study in books. Real improvement happens when you practice with real voices, real sounds, and real conversations. Many learners say, I can read English well, but when people speak fast, I don't understand. This is normal because written English and spoken English are very different. In real life, people speak quickly, join words together, and use expressions that books do not teach. The best way to train your ear is to listen every day, even for just 10 minutes. You can listen to podcasts, YouTube videos, or even short clips of conversations. Don't try to understand every single word. Focus on the main idea. Ask yourself, what is this person talking about? With practice, your brain will get faster at catching sounds and meanings. One of my students used to listen to English songs. At first, he only caught 1 or 2 words, but after a few months, he could sing along with whole lines. That gave him confidence to listen more carefully in real conversations. Speaking is the next step, and the most important. If you only listen but never speak, you will stay silent. You must open your mouth and use the words you know. You don't need a native speaker to practice. You can practice with a friend who is also learning. You can even practice alone. Some learners record their voice reading a paragraph, then listen and repeat to make it better. Others speak to themselves in English about what they are doing. I am cooking rice. I am cleaning my room. This may sound funny, but it works. It makes your brain used to thinking and speaking in English at the same time. The secret is to practice small conversations, not big ones. For example, practice saying hello, asking about the weather, ordering food, or telling a short story. These small wins will build your confidence. Then, when you meet someone in real life who speaks English, you will not feel lost. You will already know what to say. So the 5th tip is this. Listen a little every day and speak a little every day. Real life English is not in your book. It is in your ears and in your voice. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Chapter 6. Building confidence and staying motivated. Many learners stop learning English not because it is too hard, but because they lose confidence. They think, I will never be good enough, or I make too many mistakes. But here is the truth. Every learner makes mistakes. Mistakes are not proof of failure. They are proof that you are learning. A baby does not learn to walk without falling. In the same way, you cannot learn to speak English without saying things wrong. Every mistake is a small step toward success. Confidence grows slowly, like a plant. You must water it every day. How do you do that? First, celebrate small progress. If yesterday you could not say a sentence, and today you can, that is a victory. If last month you understood nothing from a movie and now you understand a few words, that is progress. Write down your small wins and remind yourself, I am better today than I was yesterday. Second, surround yourself with English in ways that make you happy. If you like stories, read short English stories. If you like music, listen to English songs. If you like movies, watch them with subtitles. Learning should not feel like punishment. It should feel like discovery. When you enjoy English, you will not need someone to push you. You will push yourself. Third, set realistic goals. Don't say, I will be fluent in 3 months. Instead, say, I will learn 10 new words this week. Or, I will practice speaking for 5 minutes every day. Small goals are easier to achieve and they keep you moving forward. Over time, these small steps add up to big success. Finally, believe in your future self. Imagine yourself speaking English with confidence, traveling, studying, or working in another country. That picture in your mind is not a dream, it is a possibility. Every day you practice, you are moving closer to that version of yourself. So the sixth and final tip is this. Stay motivated by enjoying the process, setting small goals, and believing in yourself. English is not a race, it is a journey. Walk it one step at a time and you will reach your destination. Thank you for watching until the end. If you found these tips helpful, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me, which of these 6 tips will you start using today? I want to hear from you. Your journey to English success has already started, and together we will keep moving forward.